welcome back to our special edition of Extra. Let's head right to our phone lines where Ben from PD is on the line. Welcome to Extra, and what is your question?
Thanks, Ron. I just want to congratulate you. The job that you're having is tremendously hard to accomplish, but I have big confidence on you on this. The decision that the governor has appointed you, that's a good decision he made. So let's be all proud from the people of Guam that I know that U.S. just like the Navy, they call it can do. The cities would do anything in this outfit. You as a public work director, I know you will do it. Thank you very much.
It was sounded like the mayor of PD,
yeah, Mayor
right?
PD, yes,
yeah.
Ben Gumatauta. Well, I certainly appreciate his comments and his words of support. He's certainly been very supportive of me over the years, and his family has been, and I certainly look forward to working with him. I think one of the things that we are going to expand a lot more, and certainly in the last couple of weeks that I've been in, is working with our mayors. Because certainly with road projects and other things that DPW is involved with within the village, I think it's very important that we include them in that process, particularly the planning process on road development. Because they're the first responders within the community. And like I said, a lot of it has to do with communication. And there's failures even within the department that I'm seeing that we need to strengthen, of actually realizing that we're one department, that even though everyone has their respective divisions and responsibilities, we're part of, collectively a department that works together, and I very much want to see that. I want to see more intercommunication within the work that we do, because in the end we're all public servants. We're here to deliver a service. And I think that's something in many areas we can work on and do a lot better.
Mr. Moffitt, what has been some of the concerns or ideas that your staff has brought to your attention?
Okay, well, we don't have enough inventory to issue to all the qualified applicants. And the major reason for that is the lack of registered properties. Again, although we're all willing and able to give a notice of action for the leases or licenses, we can't go further until we register the land once and for all. And the only way we can do this is to go and work closely with the regulatory agencies and the senators to find this solution, long-term or short-term, and funding. That way we can hire more surveyors to expeditiously register all the land.
I was going to ask you, what is your manpower level, and do you realistically have enough manpower to accomplish the mission of your agency?
No, Sabrina, I don't. At this point in time, I don't.
How many would you need? How many more people?
Well, the Department of Land Management has one chief cadastral land surveyor. I have none. I would like to have a request for proposal of all the surveyors and find the funding and register all the lands completely. Hire title companies to do abstract of title, which is one component. Have the surveyors draw the maps and then take it to court and register the properties once and for all. Complete the exercise.
We have another caller on the phone, Goro from Dededo. Welcome to Extra. What is your question?
Good evening, women and men. This is going out to Monty Muffness. Monty, I've seen you in the real estate business, but I would like to find out how confident are you in helping the people of Guam here through the Samoan Land Trust, as you now are the appointee from the governor. And I would like to find out, first thing, if all, as you mentioned that most of the lands are unregistered and your inventory is not complete yet, will that be possible for you to do within a year?
Immediate goal is my intention to work to the best of my ability and do my due diligence and hopefully expeditiously accomplish this. But considering the lack of funding, it is a stumbling block that we must address. And I cannot promise you a dateline or a timeline. All I promise you is I can do my best. I will do my best and work collectively, collaboratively with the other employees of the Samoan Land Trust to better serve the people of Guam.
Have you had the opportunity to talk with your oversight chair and present him the problems that you're facing and hopefully work on solutions?
I did say hello and congratulations, but I have not sat down with them at this point in time.
Well, Senator Brown, I know when you were a senator and you were the chair on the Committee on Natural Resources, I remember one of the things that you continued to push for was the closure of the ORDOT dump and opening of a new landfill. We've got a federal receiver now in place. The new landfill is being constructed in Ladzon, and you're essentially in a position to ensure this gets done now. To come back and be a part of this process, how does that make you feel?
Well, there's no doubt I'm dealing with it from a different vantage point. I mean, when I was at EPA, we were the regulators, and this was something we were pushing, certainly pushing for. I mean, it's unfortunate we got in this situation with the receiver, because I know it's very distasteful to many parties, including the amount of money we pay on a monthly basis for the work that the receiver does. But nevertheless, this is where we're at. We're in federal court. They're pretty much driving the process. I mean, I've already been briefed that I'm going to be in court. They've already given me my dates. I said, my goodness, here I'm going to be spending a lot of time in court and with attorneys. But there's no doubt, I mean, that process will happen. And it's unfortunate that this had to happen. I hope we've learned a lesson in government that if we don't take the reins and take the responsibility when we need to, the federal government's going to come in and do it. And we don't like it, quite frankly. I don't think any one of us. I don't think any of our elected officials like it. But at the same time, I mean, things that affect our community, because we live here. I mean, I don't look at the people from, you know, back in the mainland coming out here and showing us how to do things and telling us how to do things as the way to go. I mean, we live here. This is our community. And, you know, we're at this juncture. It's not where we want to be, but at the same time, it's finally going to get done. I mean, the new landfill is in construction, and ORDOT will have to be closed. It's way past 20 years. I mean, 20 years ago when I was at Guam EPA, this was a focus, this was a priority, and we needed to do it. And here we are 20 years later, and we're still using the ORDOT dump, you know, to dispose of our waste material. So we'll deal with it as we have to. I mean, we'll respond to what the court expects us to do. And I think we're also looking, and I appreciate the fact Senator Adder introduced a bill with regards to how we will address the operations of the new landfill, and that we're at a juncture now we also need to start looking at what are we going to do beyond receivership. I mean, this to me is a temporary position that we're in, and we have to start planning and preparing for what we do when that ends and how we take over and how we want to proceed. So we're certainly looking forward to the dialogue and discussions with regards to his legislation.
Well, we thank you for coming in tonight and
thank you.
Giving the public an opportunity to meet you.
Thank you very much.
And good luck.
Well, thank you. We're going to need it. We appreciate it.
All of it.